What's happening, VC? It's Caleb from Virginia Beach. Got quite a bit of records to show today. We're doing fantastic today. It's a nice Saturday afternoon. I was waiting to do this video until I got this one last record in the mail. Came a few hours ago. Gave it a good listen. Really happy with it. Now we're ready to move on and do this video. So first off, what's playing in the background? We got Iron Butterfly Live, original press on the, you can't see it right now, but it's on the Yellow Acco label. And my favorite band. I love this band to death. And I don't like live albums that much, but this is a really killer live album. But before I get into this kind of a big stack that I have, I just want to, I got like 2 records right here that were kind of a miss for me, and give me a sec. Sorry, let Charity in, be part of the video. I had kind of some miss records, like records I thought would be cool and were just not my thing. This one right here, my friend let me borrow. Actually didn't like it, so I'm kind of glad I didn't end up picking it up from him. But I bought it, or I didn't buy it, but I originally wanted it because I thought the artwork was just so sick. It's Dr. John City Lights. It's pretty beat up. It's some like kind of upbeat, Cajun, New Orleans, I don't know, jazz maybe. Not really my thing. On the Horizon label. This is, I think the artwork and everything about the record was pretty cool, just not the music, so it's not really a wise investment. But that artwork is really sick. But yeah, I'm gonna be giving that back to him. And then this other like Miss record, we have it's a store. It's in selective malls around here. It's called Cool and Eclectic. They've got a bunch of old cool collectibles and knickknacks and all kinds of stuff. And they have some records in there sometimes. But this one in the mall that me and my buddy went to the other day had a lot of records, so we were in there for a few looking at these, and I thought this was gonna be pretty interesting, again because of the year and the artwork and all kinds of stuff, but it was actually not my thing. This is the Pat Terry Group, Sweet Music. It's from 1977. I had no idea who Pat Terry was. I thought the artwork was pretty cool, and that back picture is kind of funny. And so I figured, you know, with the artwork and the year it was going to be some like you know, smoke up classic rock from the 70s, the late 70s, and it was not. It was actually like a gospel record, and I was not really into that at all. So it didn't take me that long before I turned it off. But there's that. I'm going to be trading this to my friend probably, and gonna see if I can get this one record I was looking at in his selection of stuff. But that was it for the miss ones. Now for a big hit stack. Some of these records I got a few weeks ago, maybe like a month ago, when I went on vacation. Or it was right after I got off vacation, I think. And I just ordered a lot of records, and I was doing it. I've been doing it ever since. This is pretty much everything I've ordered so far. And then I also went to the record store the other day too. And I'll show what I got there. But first off, this is the first record I'll show from the stack I ordered. This is just from the Sundays label, so I knew it's going to be some cool psych rock. This is the 2001 reissue of Music Emporium on the Sundays label. That it's like a die cut sleeve. I really like that. So it's really nice gatefold, thick 180 gram pressing. Just on, I guess, the actual Sundays label. Custom one, I guess, 'cause I see all kinds of different ones from this labels. So, but this was a really good pop psych record. I was really pleased with that one. And I really enjoyed reading all the stuff that was on the inside of the gatefold too. There was some pretty cool stories and all kinds of stuff in there. So, really happy with that. Everyone, for those who do watch my videos, you can understand why I like that. Just some obscure psychedelic from the 60s, so that works for me. This next one, I've been wanting a lot more jazz in my collection. I'm really getting into some jazz fusion lately. This next one I picked up and was extremely happy about it. This album rules. This is Herbie Hancock's Thrust. Really sick jazz fusion album. So cool. See if I can get that up there on Columbia. It's a newer 180 gram reissue. Really dig this album. I heard the song Butterfly back a while ago, and I've been wanting the record ever since, and I just went ahead and bought it. Really happy with that. This is a really cool jazz fusion album. This next one, I heard a VC member talk about this guy a while ago. Went ahead and picked this record up. I really liked it a lot. This is Juan Martin's Picasso paintings, or Picasso portraits rather. This is really cool. A lot of classical guitar. Insert right there. Yeah, a lot of classical guitar. Kind of jazzy in bits, not totally. For the most part, it's very relaxed. I like that. It's on the Polydor label, red Polydor label. Really happy with that one. And I think this one was from, I want to say 81. Yeah, 81. And then there's this one next that came out a few years after, and this is the one that actually just came in today. This is Juan Martin featuring Mark Isham, Painter and Sound. I really like this one a lot more. I was waiting for like 3 weeks for this one to come in. I guess I got it from someone on eBay. Guy literally just got his internet back earlier this week and sent it out immediately. But it was very poorly packaged. It was advertised sealed when I got it. It was sealed, but it was, I can't even explain to you how badly packaged this was. But like it's got a pretty bad bend in this corner. You can probably see that crease. It's pretty bad. Oh, don't look bad on the spine, but it's a pretty bad corner fold. But other than that, it was fantastic. Nice. It's a little dusty since it's so old, but I can clean that up pretty fast. On the Novus label. Then also with this insert with full color on these paintings, in which he did all his impressions on the classical guitar with or to these paintings. It's really awesome paintings actually. and the music to go along with each one is just, it fits it so well. It's perfectly written and perfectly interpreted. I really thought this record was awesome. So this is definitely gonna have a lot of regular spinning. Really dig that one. Sorry it's taking a minute. But yeah, I'm gonna start recording all these videos on my iPhone. Silly as it is, it's just my webcam doesn't sound as good or look as good. I'm a lot happier with the iPhone. Alright, these next three, there's a 7-inch in it. Just go along with my collection so well for so many reasons. I've been really getting into jazz this past year. Really got a lot of jazz albums already. And I'm a big fan of Christmas music, I guess you would say. And I'm a big fan of very vintage cartoons, comic strips included. And so this was so dope. A series of records to follow with this. First off, this is Vince Guaraldi Trio, if I'm pronouncing that right. Jazz Impressions of a Boy Named Charlie Brown. This is such a beautiful reissue as well. Like, the artwork, nice, intergatefold, with a lot of really cool reading in there. And then the back with, get a close up on some of them, but they're all Peanuts comic strips and some advertising on the back. But what it is, show the pictures in just a sec, but it's on some nice orange marble almost vinyl on the Fantasy label. And the reason they have all those different comic strips in the back is because we have this inside as well. It's about a 10-inch inner sleeve size for a 10-inch record, but inside there's no 10-inch. It is, gotta carefully get them out, about 12 of these full color 8x10 comics, Peanuts comics. Not gonna go through all of them, but these are really cool. And on the back of the record, in this little red text right here, it's saying these are perfect sizes for 8x10 framing. So I'd like to invest in some 8x10 frames to frame all these. They're really cool. I had no idea why at first. I was just paying over $30 for just an orange vinyl reissue, and it's really awesome. So it's well worth the money. That one was really cool. Don't know if it's got the track list in here or not. I guess you have to look at the track list on the actual record, but this is a really dope record. And then following that, a few years later, we have Vince Guaraldi Trio, Charlie Brown Christmas. This is also a reissue on Fantasy, I believe. Yeah, very similar label, just that, but it's on some nice clear green vinyl. Very nice. Even my taste in Christmas music is kind of all over the place, but I really like this record a lot. And I really like the track Linus and Lucy. You hear it all the time around Christmas time. It's really, really good. Really like that one. And then next, alright, yeah, this is the last record of the 3, and then also from the stack I got online. This is just a little 7-inch single. This is Vince Guaraldi Trio, Linus and Lucy. This is the, I believe, 2013 Record Store Day Black Friday issue of it. I believe so, but it's on, you know, kind of the same Fantasy label, and then this like gold vinyl color. Really cool little single. Really happy about this. And I seen this go for quite expensive, and I got it for fairly cheap, so I'm not complaining about that at all. Really happy with that. Alright, so there's that stack. We're at 16 minutes already. Alright, so I went to Skinny's Records like always the other day with my friend Brian, who I always dig with and always talk about. And me and the owner Steve have been talking back and forth for a while I haven't been able to go back. And I asked him, you know, I never realized he had a jazz section, so I was asking about it. And I went digging through quite a bit of his jazz section, having to put some of it back. I only had so much money. But, I mean, I had $60 and I blew quite a bit, and I could have spent a lot more. I didn't even dig through the whole jazz section, but this is pretty much everything I got in the jazz section. First off, I'll just go ahead and share it and then go right into it. But this is Earl Grant, Ebb Tide, and Other Instrumental Favorites. This is from, I believe, 61. Yeah, and it's on the Decca label. This is an original from the Decca label. Still got a really nice insert on this side. Looks like someone put a sticker on it, I don't know. But this nice Decca label, really cool. The vinyl itself appears pretty beat up, but I cleaned it up and it sounds really nice. And it's from original from 1961, making this the oldest record I have in my collection, and it's so cool. It's I got it originally just because that artwork. It was in the jazz section on a small label, it looked like, so didn't even look at the year, but it's really good. I really like the synthesizer sound on here. I don't know, it's just a really cool record, and really neat for it being so old and an original, and for sounding really good. And next up, I got this mainly because of the artwork, the front and back artwork, but I'll go into it in just a sec. This is John Abercrombie, Ian Hammer, Dak DeJohnette, and Mike Brecker. I'm probably butchering these names right now. It's called Night. That back artwork's so nice. This is a really, really cool jazz fusion album. I can't even explain it right now. It's just a super cool jazz album on the ECM label from, I believe, 1984. Really, really happy with that. I'll go ahead and flip this now. And then this is the last record I got at Skinny's. This I just also got singly for the artwork, and it was just in pretty much mint condition. Didn't even really know anything about it. Really just got it for the artwork and for it being so cheap. Most of these records are pretty cheap. So this is the Great Jazz Trio, direct from LA. Before I even get into how amazing this is and an excellent condition this is, I got it for $7.99 if I can get that in there. Not bad at all for considering what this is. This is an original Japanese press from 1978 on the East Wind label. That back, this whole gatefold on the outside itself is just so mint. And then on the inside, so little wear at all. Almost just as good as the outside. This is near mint. And then I pull it out, and it's got this neat, you know, anti-static, just round bottom insert. And then the vinyl itself was almost, it's just so clean, no scratches or anything on that East Winds label. Yeah, and then I just cleaned it up a little bit, and it was hands down the best jazz record I have. But just also there's just something about Japanese records I've heard that just sounds so good, and now I get it for myself. I get a taste of what it's like. I've seen these inserts, these Japanese inserts before, and other people's, but it's just the sound on it, itself too. It's just so crystal clear, and it's perfect. This is one of the coolest records I have, and it's pretty old too, so I like that a lot. So this is really, really awesome. Next up, that Cool and Eclectic place I was talking about in the beginning of the video. This is all the records I did get there. It's like 3, because they're kind of pricey, but not too bad. Actually, there's 2 from that place. This is actually from Skinny's too. I'm sorry. This is it was in the jazz section. I could probably guess why, but yeah. This is a Snack Attack by Godley and Cream. This is so cool, that artwork. I really got it just for the artwork. It's definitely an interesting record, not a jazz record, that's for sure. Or not just straight to the point jazz. This is just a pretty much near mint. It's really nice on this Mirage label. I've never seen that before. That was really cool. This is a really interesting record, and especially the first song on the album is not like the whole album. I mean, every song's kind of different almost, but that first song, like a few days before, or like the day before, I was thinking like, man, it would be kind of cool if there was some like progressive or jazz kind of music with along with like, I don't know, some like maybe hip hop almost. That would be kind of cool, I thought. And then this first track hits, and it's almost like that. It was almost like that. It was like this record was reading my mind, and then I finally got to it. But this is a dope record. Definitely not a jazz album. Definitely not like what I described the whole album. But it's very, very interesting. And apparently one of my buddies who always used to see me talk about records, he finally got himself a record player, and he went to Skinny's because he always saw me talk about it. And he spent like a few $100s there, and I guess something that he was looking for in there, this is along the same lines, and so this is kind of cool. So I'll get to share that with him when I see him. But yeah, this is a really cool record. Even if I didn't like it, I just wanted to frame it for that artwork, but I'm not going to frame it. I'll probably keep listening to this. This is a pretty cool record. Now these next two I finally got a Cool and Eclectic. Alright. I'm going to have to take this out of this first. Alright. This is knew nothing about it, went solely on the artwork, the year, the label, and I was very pleased with it. This is Sailing Shoes by Little Feat. It's a near mint copy from, I know, sometime in the 70s. Has to be on here somewhere. Excuse me for a sec. Can't find it. I want to say early 70s though. I believe it's just on the Warner Brothers label. Yeah. 72, right on the label. My lighting's kind of not on my side today. But it's just that normal 70s Warner Brothers label. Pretty cool. Pretty interesting. This was like blues rock, electric blues, but more down tempo with like early country rock kind of sound. I don't know. It was a pretty cool mix. I really like it, and that artwork is just show it as a whole. Like, it's dope. I like this. I'm gonna definitely give it a few more spins too soon to kind of digest it a little more. I've been kind of in a hurry lately, some of these, because I've been doing other things, but this was still really, really good. I'm really happy with this. And then the last record to show in the video is also by Little Feat. It's a 2 LP live album. This is Waiting for Columbus. Also got this for the artwork. And I didn't even read up here in the corner where it says live. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have bought it, because I'm not really a big fan of live albums. But even though I'm playing one right now, like, this is really the only live album I like. I have a few already, but I don't really play them that much. But this is still cool. The music itself's not bad. It's just, I don't know. I've never really been into live albums that much. It's still really cool though, and it's really long. And it's like, I don't know. It's like all the music is about getting high or whatever on Warner Brothers label, just like the other one. This is from 78. This is, I guess, songs from a few different albums, because there's some other songs that were along the same lines but still different than the other album I had. But still really cool. This is a really cool band. Still completely obscure to me for being on the Warner Brothers label, but yeah, this is really cool. But that does it. I'm going to be digging a lot more this month, actually. I made a big want list that I put up on my wall, so that way I could just keep marking off all these like grails that I want so bad, and I'm just not even gonna think twice about just buying them. And I have, with some, like the stack I ordered online, pretty much that's from that list. I still have like 25 more records I want on that list, but my goal is to have them by the end of next year. But this month I really just want to focus on digging. You know, there's Record Store Day, Black Friday, which I'm already working again at Skinny's for that. And I just really miss going to record stores. I don't drive right now, and me and my friends' schedules don't always match up, so it's really cool to go to a record store when I can at this point. But that about does it, you guys. I'm gonna head out. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry it was so long.